All right, guys, I want to welcome everyone in. This is the Week 6 preview. It's hard to believe we're already in Week 6. Last weekend was a great weekend for college football. This weekend looks to be about the same. So what we're going to do in this, I'm going to give you out my top 10, and I'm going to be picking from 10 games this weekend. We're going to start doing that from now on. I think we started out with 5. Last week we did 8 last week. So starting off this week, I'm going to give you my top 10. As you'll see here to my right, number 1 and 2, we really know who they are. I mean, I really feel like 1 and 2 are cemented right now. I hope they do get to play. I hope one of them doesn't fall because I would really love that matchup. I think those right now are the 2 best teams in all college football. Now, 1, Alabama, 2, Georgia. Really, after that, I was skeptical last couple weeks. I was like, oh man, I feel like there's more parity. Alabama, going on the road, on the ropes with Florida, in Gainesville. I was like, someone might be able to beat Bama. But the last couple weeks and with Georgia, has shown me different. But I got them rounding out 1 and 2. I got Penn State at 3. And then I have Cincinnati at 4. I have Iowa at 5. And I got Oklahoma at 6 last week, coming up from 8. I got Ohio State coming back in at number 7. And I got Oregon falling down after losing to Stanford. I got them falling from 3 to 8. And then I got Michigan coming in at 9. And BYU also coming in newcomers at number 10. Now, games this week, I think they're really good. I think it's a really, really good week. First off, let's go ahead and start off with the number 1 team in the land in Alabama. Traveling to Texas A&M. Texas A&M's lost 2 in a row. Texas A&M has not beaten Alabama since 2012. Is this the year they could do it? Having lost 2 in a row, Alabama really doing Alabama things at the moment? No. And Alabama's a 17.5 point favorite right now. So I don't see, I was really, really hoping, early on in the season when we were doing the preview for the upcoming season and even weeks into it, I was like, man, I'm really looking forward to this game. This is one of the games I had circled. I really did. But, Texas A&M ended up faltering a little bit, and they've lost 2 in a row, looking 3 and 2 right now. I think it's a big game for them. So not just in a season standpoint, I think in a program standpoint as well, but I think Alabama will win this game. And I have Alabama winning big. Let's move on. Let's go to Ohio State. All right. Ohio State's a team that's been finding their way lately. You got Maryland coming in, which Maryland team last week got their doors blown off by Iowa. I had Iowa on an upset alert last week. You ended up turning the ball over, as many times as Maryland did in that game. And we're going to talk a little bit of Iowa defense here in a little bit too. But I think Maryland's in the right direction. But I think Ohio State's starting to find their stride. I like Ohio State and Columbus. They're actually a 21-point favorite as we speak right now. Let's go with number 2, Georgia, going on the road to Auburn. I really was skeptical of Georgia, not talking about their defense because their defense allowing only, 4.6 points per game, number 1 in the FBS. I had questions on the offensive side of the ball. And those questions were answered. And even with Stetson Bennett playing last week and not JT Daniels, I feel like they really got back to what Georgia was good at. What, those bell cows they have in the backfield. With James Cook, all of those guys. I really thought they ran the ball really, really well. Took some pressure off Bennett, not making them having to win the game for them. Let the run game do it for you. And I think that will continue. And I don't know who's starting this week. I don't know if they're going to keep him out or not. As of right now, I think it's still up in the air. But I have Georgia winning this game on the road against Auburn. That is on CBS at 3:30 on Saturday. Let's stay in the SEC. To these 2 games here, this game right here, these 2 teams both suffered demolishing losses last weekend, both to the 1 and 2 team. Arkansas got shut out by Georgia, and Ole Miss was shut down by Alabama. Now, I'm curious to see which of these teams come out and plays this game. Who shows up after last week's performances? Now, I have Ole Miss winning this game. I think, Lane Kiffin, Matt Corral is going to get them back rolling on offense. And I like Ole Miss in this game. Let's go to Oklahoma, Texas, Red River. With this game, which Oklahoma team is going to show up? Is it going to be the defensive Oklahoma or is it going to be the offense? We don't know. But what I do know is Bijan Robinson is for real. Texas wins this game, in my opinion. I don't know if Oklahoma – I know Oklahoma's offense will eventually show up. It's going to. Okay? And will it be this week? I don't know. But what I'm going off of is what I've seen so far. And Oklahoma barely beat WVU. Nebraska gave them a run for their money. Tulane, all at home. Kansas State gave them a run for their money as well. I like Texas in this game. Even though Oklahoma's favored, I got Texas winning this game. Let's go to Notre Dame here, shall we? Notre Dame last week, I had picked Cincinnati to win against Notre Dame. But in this game here, Notre Dame's got to go to Blacksburg. Okay? I have Virginia Tech winning this. Virginia Tech is a few yards away from being a top 10 team right now. Okay? Barely losing to West Virginia in Morgantown, which I thought they should have won. They could have won that game. But, hey, here you are. You're sitting at one loss. You got Notre Dame coming in. Night game in Blacksburg. Enter Sandman. I want to see how Notre Dame responds after an emotional loss of last week to Cincinnati. I think Virginia Tech, Justin Fuente is going to get them rolling in this. I like Virginia Tech in a close one. So I have Virginia Tech winning that one. Now let's go to a lot of people's game of the week here. You got this is the only top 5 matchup of the weekend. You got number 4 Penn State at number 3 Iowa. Now, a crazy stat about Iowa is actually their defense. 3 of the last 4 years, I saw that stat, which kind of blew my mind. 3 of the last 4 years, Iowa's defense has more INTs and interceptions than they have allowed passing touchdowns. Let me say that again. Iowa's defense has caused more INTs, interceptions, than they've allowed passing touchdowns. 3 of the last 4 years. Crazy stat. These, outside of Georgia, these are the 2 top defenses in the country playing. Okay? I have Penn State winning this. Now, Penn State wants to win. We've talked about Iowa State before. The Iowa State-Iowa game. The Iowa-Iowa State game. We've talked about the Maryland game. Okay? What Maryland and Iowa State have in common, they turn the ball over too much. All right? If I'm Penn State, if you can hold on to the ball, don't do anything cute with it. If it's 4th and short, punt the ball. Make Iowa go the length of the field with that offense. I'm not sold on Iowa's offense yet. Now, what I am sold on is their defense. Both these teams got great defenses. Let your defense have a chance. Make Iowa go the length of the field. If this is an even keel game, as in turnovers, and if it's like a 10-10 game or however it is, I like Penn State's chances. Even though they are on the road, I do like Penn State's chances. And I think Penn State will win this game. I think Penn State right now is the 3rd best team. But we'll see. This is going to be a really good game. I wish this was a night game, but this is a 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time game. So we'll see. But I have Penn State winning this one. Let's go out west. Newly entered top 10 team in BYU, which could also make a run if Cincinnati were to fall somewhere. BYU's got the schedule. They've beaten 2 ranked opponents at the time they play, which was in Utah and Arizona State. Boise coming in, not looking at the Boise of old, 2-3 right now. They need this win, playing in Provo. I have BYU winning this game against Boise State. Now, out to the let's go back to the American. We got number 24 SMU, ranked 24th, playing Navy, who just got their first win last weekend. Okay, over a UCF team. It's got a lot of injuries and everything, but kudos to Navy getting the win. SMU wins this game. Now, this could also help Cincinnati to the next team we're going to talk about here. If SMU runs the table, this and that, they would have to play each other. Yeah, I think this will definitely help out. Imagine an American Athletic Conference Championship game. You have a highly ranked SMU with a highly ranked Cincinnati. That would help Cincinnati's case. I have Cincinnati beating Temple, by the way, on Friday evening. Now, can Cincinnati make it to the college football playoff? The next thing, and this also ties in with the SMU. If Cincinnati wants to make it, I think the ball is in their court. I think they have the seat at the table. All they got to do is take care of business. There's a lot of football to be played. So if Cincinnati wants to win, if Cincinnati wants to get in, all they got to do is win. It's all you have to do. Take care of business 1 week at a time. There's too much football to be left to be played. Will they stumble somewhere? I mean, it's possible. Anything can happen. But you better hope, Notre Dame continues their success, and also SMU would help them out as well. But I think as of right now, especially with Oregon losing last weekend to Stanford, that's a one-loss Power 5 possible champion. The ACC nowhere in sight. As it looks right now, you may have two teams from the SEC, depending on how those two teams' seasons go. The Big Ten is looking in good shape. The Big 12 is even looking in good shape right now. So we'll see. A lot of football, though, to be played. A lot of football to be played. But in closing here, I do want to thank everyone so far who supported me this season. I really enjoyed doing this, and I hope to continue to keep doing this. I've had a lot of fun doing this. And I do want to thank everyone who's helped me out so far. All the information, all the the feedback, everything, the views, the likes, everything. It means a lot to me. So if you did like this video, don't forget to give it a like. Subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out, helps the channel out, and helps us grow. But other than that, I look forward to this weekend. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you all are too, and I hope you all have a safe weekend. Enjoy all the games. I'll see you all here next week. Same time, same place. I'll see you all then. Have a good weekend.